Hey you guys, how are you? Ms.Terry here. Thank you so much for participating in the Reiki healing session tonight. What actually seems to be happening as I'm observing these sessions, people who have similar issues, it seems that they're coming together collectively. So tonight when we go in, there are going to be a lot of things that I'm working on that are similar. So I'm really gonna get in there and focus. Some of the things that we're gonna focus on tonight is pain, like physical pain. If you're having any back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, headache, anything physical, we're gonna focus on releasing any physical pain or anything that's holding your physical pain in place. Stress, any stress, whether it be physical, emotional, mental. That's exactly what happens when we work with Reiki. I'll show you a picture. There's this little picture that I like to use. I should have had it ready, but I wasn't thinking. So that we clear your aura. Clearing your aura is like shaking out laundry and hanging it on a line. You know, let like everything breeze through like the summertime. Okay, here it is. Take it out the binder. Okay, so I'll show you. So these are the layers of the aura: spiritual, mental, emotional, etheric, and physical. So by the time something gets to your physical body, it has been in your aura for a while. That's why it's important for us to use the Reiki energy and clear your aura is as a preventive so that it doesn't get to the physical. That's why it's good to do repeat sessions. People have different experiences during different sessions. A lot of times because we're setting the intention for different things. Tonight is more focused on healing. Next week is going to be new moon. So it's more like setting intentions, planting seeds, nurturing the seeds and the things that you want to grow in your life, stuff like that. So we're going to focus on anything that's going to affect the physical today, emotions, stress. Also, we're going to be releasing any negative energy or any heaviness, removing any type of dark feelings that might be overcoming someone. So we'll be doing that. A lot of self-love and a lot of self-healing. So you might see colors, you might just feel extra compassionate, you might fall asleep. Sometimes people feel a heaviness and sometimes they feel like they can't move. That's why I like to do it at night. When I show you the setup, the thing about it is, the thing that I like about distance Reiki, we set this up just like you're in person, right? So when I'm doing my Reiki hands and I'm doing it on the proxy, I'll show you the proxy. I'm trying to keep the video short, but I'll show you the proxy. Okay, so when I'm doing my Reiki hands on the proxy doll, do you see how I can put my hand over the whole head? Do you see how I could put my hand over the whole body? So I really feel like when people are like, oh, I felt like a heaviness, or oh, I felt a pull, I think they're feeling it because of how much range I can cover with my hands and because of the size of the proxy, which is different than if you're in person. Like if we're in person, you can actually feel where I am. But because we're distance, it's like you'll feel it energetically, but you won't be able to see me in person and be able to see where I am. I'm also going to, of course, integrate crystals in. Selenite, this big white clear stone, is very good for cleansing. So I like to use that in the sessions. I have some rose quartz that I use. Rose quartz is really good for self-healing. It's good for heartache. It's good for self-love. So we'll be using that during the session. We have some really nice grounding stones. Black tourmaline is good for protection. It's good for absorbing any negativity. So I'll use that in my session. I like to use amethyst, third eye, intuition, crown, clear all that out. Now, the reason I like to use my singing bowl with my Reiki session is because let's get a little taste. It's like such a crisp, healing vibration, and every chakra has a different tone. So when you do the singing bowls, you can get clear on different levels because the singing bowl is made to hit different notes. And it's just a really pure, nice clearing. Now, I also like to use my wind chime because the vibration and the healing sound of the wind chime is much lighter than the heavier, lower chakras of the singing bowl. So I'll let you hear that too. It's really good for clearing the energy around the crown. It's a pure crispness to it. That's why I like integrating that in too. You don't have to have those things to do Reiki. It's just one of the things that I've learned over the years that I like to use within my sessions. So the Reiki's gonna run for an hour. You may feel it for a little longer. You probably won't feel it start until about 10:15. I just like to give people a little extra time to settle in. Some people see colors, some people have visions, some people just fall asleep. You can email me tomorrow and let me know what you felt. There's nothing that you have to log into. There's no Zoom call or anything like that. This video is just telling you where we are today in this space and time. You already have signed up. You've already put your name on the list. So I just go by the list one at a time. One at a time. So you're still getting one at a time attention. It's just I have a list so I can make it more affordable when I do it in a group instead of doing it individual. The individual session is $90 by itself. It's still for an hour, but it's only you. I'm only working on you, and that could be at any time. You can schedule that on my website. So if you want to schedule a private session, or somebody else who might want a private session, perfectly welcome to. Group is just my way of giving back because I know it's just as effective as a bulk individual session, except for I go more in depth and tell you specifically what I found. Whereas with the group session, you're not going to get like the private consultation, but you'll get the healing. So if you want to know more about what's actually happening during a Reiki, that's where a private Reiki session would be best for you. Okay, so hopefully you don't have any questions, but if you do, feel free to email me at the Ms.Terry@gmail.com. I'm also going to attach a link that will give you some Reiki music. Sometimes people want to put Reiki music on. You can put anything that you want to hear. You might have sounds of the season, or you might have rain or atmosphere. That's perfectly fine. It's really just to set the ambiance. Sometimes people take a hot bath first. Sometimes people have asked me about wine. I'm like, as long as you're not driving, you should be okay. But I still want you to be able to, be coherent instead of super sedated. So that, because typically you might fall asleep from the wine and then feel like, oh, I didn't feel anything. Did I get anything done? And sometimes people don't realize the results till later. Or sometimes people realize, I don't know what it did, but I know it did something because I feel different when I don't get it. I've got that a lot. Like, I want to keep getting it regularly because I feel different when I don't get it. So just another reason to give it a shot. So in an effort to keep this video short, that's it for today. And I will see you guys around 10:15. Well, I will not see you. Let me not, because I don't know why people are like, do I gotta log in? No login. Just relax. Receive. Be open to receiving. Receive the energy. It's just like prayer. When you say pray for me, you don't go over to the person's house and be like, okay, I'm here for my prayer. No, you just trust that they pray for you and things get better. Same concept, except for it's a solid hour. A solid hour focused on you. How about it? A solid hour. Okay, guys, I love you and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.